Well, hello there, welcome back to the channel. I hope you've had a good week. I started this video on Sunday last week, which was Mother's Day here in England. And this is something that I knew Violet was going to get for me, so it wasn't a surprise, but it was a very welcome treat. And it's the Estee Lauder and Ladurée collaboration lipstick and refill. That's gorgeous, I loved that. She also got me some chocolates and a box of body wash and a candle. The peach and green box there you'll see later on in the video. But yeah, nicely spoiled, very lucky. And this is the cheese plate I put together at the weekend. Now I'm going to remember this in the summer when it's too hot to cook, because a plate of cheese and fruit, it's quite filling, it's a really good meal, something to remember. Recently I found an old notebook that I'd kept design ideas in, and I dated it so I know it's from 2010, and all sorts of ideas, simple flower arrangements, just looks that I liked, paint colours, all manner of things. But look, the banister's there, we actually did that last year, and I want the hall pictures to look like that I've just pointed to. And this china here looks kind of familiar, and I remembered that I ordered some china on eBay, very similar in design to that. So it just proves that when you have a style, something that you like, it kind of sticks, and you just keep that style all the time. This kitchen, I think I must have said that because I like the wooden worktops, not sure. This is years before we were going to have the kitchen redone, so it's just coincidental really. And this bed, I looked at that and look, it's very similar to our current bed, which we've only had for 3 years or so. I've always liked cabbage leaf or fruits and vegetable style china. Yeah, it's just lots of ideas, chintzware, simple flower arrangements that I think looks good. Sometimes just a room set that I liked, and the wallpaper that we used to have in the dining room back in the day. Shabby chic, I did love the shabby chic look for quite some time, but I've gone back to the dark side now. And then the kitchen ideas that I saved, I can see so many ideas that we've actually implemented into our kitchen since we had it redesigned. Chandelier, just the style, the worktops. And the wallpaper there, Kath Kidston, we still have it. It's behind the fridge. I asked that they'd leave the wallpaper there, and they just built the cupboards over the top. So if you know where to look, you can see it. And the doll's house that's in that magazine page there, I have that. I've had it for a very long time and still haven't actually finished it. One day I will. It's in the garage at the moment, but I'll bring it into the house eventually and then carry on working on it. Even the front door is like ours, and the lion's head door knocker. It's just funny to look back and see that these ideas, this style has always been there, and quite a lot of it has been manifested into the house. So that's why I like to keep scraps of paper with ideas or inspiration. That's the word I'm looking for, inspiration. So I've got this new folder, and I'm starting to build that up with more ideas, inspiration, etc. I just really like to do that. I like to have inspiration where I can pick it up and look through it and say, yeah, this is how I want this room to look. So that's what I was going to do earlier in the week. I changed the ribbons. There's actually 2 different colour ribbons here, but you can't really tell. The one on the left is slightly darker than the one on the right because I didn't have enough of the darker ribbon. And the candles are this kind of sandy, light green. I had the fancy for some freshly baked chocolate biscuits, so here I am making them. Melted butter going in there. And some milk. Give it a good stir, and then with clean hands roll them out onto the baking tray. I let them cool for a bit. It's not quite long enough because they're still a bit soft here, but at least I can show you how soft and scrummy it is on the inside there. Are you impressed? Yeah, don't be, because you know I'm a big fat cheat and these are from a kit. I decided against adding the icing and the embellishments because I couldn't be bothered, but it was all included in the kit, and actually bought this January, I believe, and look, reduced to 45 pence, so I had to get them, didn't I? Not out of date. I had until November to use these, but I just fancied it, and they'd gone down to 68 pence, but they would have been more than that to begin with. But very yummy. I had to cut quickly here. I think you can see why. Henry. So I'm really getting into a habit of making Yorkshire puddings every other week, which I'm really pleased about. It helps that I rearranged my cupboard so that I can get to everything easily. They still don't look great, but you know what? They taste good and they're in the freezer and I don't have to buy them anymore, so that makes me happy. I bought a new top. I'm not really a clothes person, and I only buy maybe 2 tops a year and 2 pairs of jeans, and then I wear everything over and over and over until it falls apart. So I do buy something of decent quality to start off with, and this is the top that I went for this time. I really like this. It's quite simple, quite plain. I know that they wash up quite well. I buy this in a size 16. You have to allow for a smidge of shrinkage in the wash, especially when you wear things over and over. But they wash well and they last well, and I like that. And of course, Henry had to get in on the act, and there he is, deciding that this was a good place to sit. I got this too, just because it's inexpensive and fresh and lovely, and it will help make my decent perfume last a bit longer if I can use this. I've forgotten how nice it is actually. And my friend Tiger. The weather this week has been really good. It's been quite breezy, sunny, warm but not too hot. So it's been ideal weather to get the washing out on the line and just sit and enjoy the sunshine for a while. And whenever Tiger hears me in the garden, he will join me. Mainly because he hopes I'm going to give him a bit of ham, which I usually do. I assumed he was up to no good here, and that maybe he was stalking a bird or a frog. But no, he was just sitting there enjoying the breeze and the sun and the long grass. And then when he's had enough of my company, he just goes home. Fresh flowers, it must be weekly shop day, and not too many flowers because I didn't find many reduced. These roses were reduced. They were half price, and Bill said, "Oh, you've got yellow flowers," because he knows I'm not really a fan, but if they're half price, I love them. The freesias weren't reduced, but you know, they're yellow and they went quite nicely. Delicious magazine, I have to get that. I love that so much. And of course I've got this chocolate again. It's just too good. Not many yellow stickers this week, sadly, but I did find these chips and we had those for dinner on Thursday night. Asparagus, I'm not making a quiche this week, but I still have to get asparagus because, well, I love it. and I'm always happy to find a reduced salad. I found 2, and I'm looking at this and thinking, is that mould? But no, it's just detritus from the feta cheese. But yeah, I really thought that was mould. But it's not, no. The lemons, they're luxury lemons. I love them. They're nice and big, and I couldn't resist. Got some Greek yogurt because I got these figs, 25% off, so that's a nice saving. Greek yogurt, figs, honey and almonds, fabulous. Violet will be home this weekend again, so I've got her these. Well, we all love a crumpet, but they're bunny crumpets, which makes them taste even better. And I've got these again so I can make the cauliflower cheese. I cheat and use the sauce. And I've got the carrots because then it's 2 for £3.50, which is quite a good deal. But this, I could not resist this. Do I need a floral veil? No, I don't. But when it's reduced from £8 to £2, and it's so pretty, look at this. How could I leave that on the shelf? I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I am sure I can use this in some way, somewhere, somehow. What would you do with this? I know it's just machine embroidery, but it's just so pretty. So I had to get it for £2. Here we are in town. We've just parked the car and I'm just looking out of the car park there. This is the ancient house in Ipswich, a very lovely historic building, sadly empty. But we'd come to look at this cafe bar, the Crafty Fox. I'd seen it on a reel and we wanted to go and try it out. Very lovely. I highly recommend. Really nice coffees. And Bill had a pain au chocolat. And I had, of course, a quiche. This is a truffle quiche. It was so good. And these are the bits I got from Primark. Let's have a look. So, just some things for my mum. Some mascara, some false nails, some nail glue, and a lipstick I think she's going to like. Shouldn't be too bright. She'll enjoy that one. And for myself, I got this cream blush. Now, I'm a woman of a certain age, which means by the middle of the day, I'm usually very flushed, but sometimes I'm pale, so I like a little bit of blush now and then. And I hope to get the pink nail varnish, but they didn't have it, so I got it in this beigey colour. I hope that's as good as the pink. And these, I just liked them. Good price, so I got those. And a belt, and I'm not embarrassed to tell you I get the large size belt. I want to buy myself a really nice belt this year, but for the time being, this will do the job. And I went into M&S and got this massive bunch of eucalyptus for £3.50. It's a good price. So let's look at this blusher. It's a cream blush. Oh, bit weird. And, oh, crikey. If I put this on my face, I'm going to look like Aunt Sally. So now I've just aged myself, and only British people of a certain age will know what that means. So I'm not sure I'm going to get on with that cream blusher. Now, pumpkin watch. Oh, I have 4 teeny tiny pumpkin babies there. I'm hoping the others will suddenly sprout, but I've got 4, so that's good. I'll keep you posted on those. And the box that Violet gave me with the candle and body products, I've covered with Christmas paper. Now, I'm sorry if you don't want to hear about Christmas in April, but I'm going to talk Christmas in April because it means we are 1/3 of the way into the year. So if you see nice boxes and you're like me and you think, oh, I'll keep that box, that will make a good gift box. Don't just keep them, glue on some paper, let them dry, put them aside, and you've got gift boxes ready for Christmas. You will thank me later. So it's Friday. I'm going to make myself a nice breakfast because I'm going to have a busy day today and tomorrow. I'm having asparagus, of course, with toast and a fried egg. And let's see if this fried egg is good. Bit of truffle salt there. Yes, perfect. Didn't last long, it went down well. So the boss is taking a break, and so I shall say toodaloo, have a lovely, lovely weekend and a good week ahead, and I will see you again soon. Thank you for watching.